Roasting is a unique comedic art form that sharpens humor through exaggerated critiques, and it holds a special place in the comedy world.
You had to beat the fuck out of people for like 3 decades before you could like chill, smoke a little weed, put on your Little Rascals hat, and just fucking chill out.
It's a tightrope act balancing satire and insults, requiring both the roaster and roastee to share an unspoken understanding about the intent behind the humor.
Karen Feehan's comedy career is like a poor kid's Xbox controller. It won't be able to last much longer with just the double A's that it came with.
Beyond merely entertaining, roasting serves as a vehicle for self-reflection, social commentary, and humility.
He has OCD, which is weird because his dick is a mess.
It serves as a function of promoting self-awareness, critiquing social norms, and echoing the role of the truth-telling jester from medieval courts and Shakespearean plays.
You saw last comic standing. How about a round of applause for the official end of his fucking career?
At its heart, it's a ritual of self-examination. Even in the context of an exchange of roasts or insults, by embracing public mockery, the roastee confronts their flaws and quirks in a setting that emphasizes acceptance and humor.
Looks like a tuxedo from the year 3015.
It aligns with the Stoic concept of amor fati, or the love of one's fate, where an individual accepts themselves fully, including their imperfections.
That suit is bigger than the one against Harvey Weinstein.
The success of roasting lies in the implicit mutual consent and an understanding of the performative nature of this art form. Without this foundation, roasting risks sliding into blatant insults and humiliation.
I've been drinking and I'm feeling violent.
When intent and context align, there is no more malicious intent, and it creates a temporary safe space for challenging power dynamics, poking fun, and fostering camaraderie.
Knock, knock.
There.
Your absentee father. Surprise!
The willingness to laugh at oneself reflects a nuanced self-awareness and a readiness to see oneself as others do. The awareness of the gaze of other people. It embraces the idea that hell is other people and continues and walks forward into it. In the comedic context, roasting pushes individuals towards humility and resilience, reinforcing the idea that imperfection is a universal trait. It's supposed to cultivate empathy and reduce defensiveness. It can offer a valuable mental health benefit in terms of framing their flaws in a lighter way and ultimately strengthening their personal growth through humility. Historically, jesters in medieval courts offered a powerful parallel to modern roasting. This licensed fool could speak candidly to kings and nobles, offering critiques that would be perilous from anyone else. In Shakespeare, characters like King Lear's fool or the Twelfth Night's Festi reveals human weaknesses and social absurdities through sharp wit, making the fool a mirror to human flaws. These wise fools transcend entertainment by tackling social truths, challenging authority, and inviting audiences to reflect on their own values and assumptions.
Dave's mom actually died from not wearing a helmet in a motorcycle crash. She took a nasty spill. She actually died the way Dave lives, an unrecognizable road feature.
Similarly, in roasting, comedians amplify personality traits or public missteps to highlight deeper truths in a lighthearted yet thought-provoking way. Roasting is a way of norm enforcement. It points out missteps that inevitably happen to everybody, and they get mocked for them. And it thereby reinforces compliance to norms. If somebody behaves out of the norm, like wearing odd clothing, being overly pretentious, or being hypocritical, they are mocked for it, and it serves as a critique of their behavior.
I was wondering what happened to Courtney Love.
Yeah. When it's very close to the truth, when the misstep is harsher and the harder impact on the individual makes the roast more powerful. It's a justice where violations and social norms are punished. The stronger the violation, the harsher the roast, and the funnier it becomes.
Like a fucking idiot, and you look like a jockey who stole his horse's teeth.
The laughter from the audience can be understood here as a sort of mob mentality of assenting to the critique of the norm violation. The audience feels a sense of relief and justice for correcting this norm violation through the roast. Today's roast culture continues the jester's legacy of truth-telling. For example, roasting celebrities, it's not just for laughs, but they give these public figures an opportunity to address public perceptions and critiques to reclaim their narrative. By owning critiques, roastees show that they're in on the joke and foster an image of humility and self-awareness. Roast comedy also broadens social critiques by including voices from diverse backgrounds, allowing them to tackle complex issues such as race, gender, and culture through humor. This inclusivity deepens the social impact of roasting as comedians explore challenging topics in a way that encourages audience to reflect and laugh simultaneously. In a casual context, from a social perspective, roasting can offer therapeutic experiences. Roasting as a channel for humor can be a bonding tool that eases social tensions and strengthens group cohesion. There needs to be a certain familiarity in order to have the implicit consent to have a safe space to roast. By roasting, there is a built rapport and it breaks down barriers, particularly in these group settings. Additionally, self-deprecating humor is linked to psychological well-being as it helps people manage stress and challenges.
It's impressive that you can be so large and yet so unnoticeable.
But as always, the ethical line between good-natured humor and malicious insults are thin. Without mutual consent, roasting can cross into bullying, which makes context and respect essential to keep the tone of the roast in check. Roasting can encourage self-awareness, challenge social hierarchies, and remind us of humor's power to reveal important truths and create connections. In a world that often prizes self-importance, roasting reminds us to laugh at ourselves and embrace the most important virtue, humility.